What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Ternowski. With me, as always, not always, sometimes Gibby ditches me, but we're with Gibby today. And today I'm super friggin' stoked. We're going to welcome Monique Powell from legendary ska band, legendary Save Ferris. Monique, welcome.
Hi. Fantastic to be here.
Love it. So stoked to have you.
I'm stoked to be here.
So Save Ferris was one of the bands that like got me into ska. Honestly, it was like Save Ferris and Less Than Jake were kind of like my lock and key right there.
Oh, I love that. Too bad they never want to play with us.
Oh, what?
They're
I know.
missing
I don't
out.
know. I don't know why they don't love us more.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
we love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also another band that I love that you've done some stuff with, Real Big Fish.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
pretty
I sang
awesome.
on that first record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember buying that record randomly and I didn't even know who they were. I just wanted a CD.
Yeah.
And I bought it and I listened to it on the way to like the Mall of America with my dad. Good memories. And I loved that song and I never knew it was you
That was me.
until like moderately recently, within the past like 5 years.
Yeah. Totally me, like 19-year-old me.
And I was like, what the frick? And now I like that song even more.
Yeah. Totally me.
Huh.
We cover it every once in a while.
Oh,
Good for shits. Yeah.
it's good little fun thing to do for like live shows.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
What we should start talking about is this latest single, because you released your latest single and music video, Lights Out in the Reptile House, July 17th. Can you tell us a little bit about the song?
Yeah. Like the song's about what, well, the title is from a book.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, what happens when the lights go out and nobody's around. What do the reptiles do?
Mm.
Kind of like, Toy Story. Like, when none of the adults are around, none of the humans around, everybody gets up to no good kind of thing. And, the song for me is kind of about just the repetitive nightmare of just getting loaded all the time and not being able to stop.
Sure.
And that's kind of what the video is about. And the video is about being like, like the lonely person in the bar that,
Yeah.
And the last person at the bar who falls asleep and has a nightmare, and the nightmare never seems to end. So
I thought the music video was a lot of fun.
it was fun. It was fun. We filmed it in a real life, scary haunted house
Like a haunted house.
Ooh.
over Halloween last year. Yeah.
And so did you have so it looked like, so there's like, did you have like just fans go through the haunted house and just kind of film them?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Some natural reactions.
Totally natural reactions and screams and all of that. And me too. Like I had the crap scared out of me as well.
Yeah, so like were you just singing, like going through it and then just people would just
Yes.
jump out at you?
Yes. The giant monkey with the cymbals and everything. They were real cymbals and they were very loud and it was very, you were like, what's happening? Like, it was very scary. They were very good character actors.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be uh you gotta know what you're doing for a haunted house.
You really do, because people who are experienced haunters, such as I, can see through the facade if you do not take your character seriously.
That's fair. My least favorite thing about haunted house, like the haunted houses that people go through, not like real haunted houses. That's a whole different ball game. But like, you know, like the Halloween haunted house, I don't like going through ones where they touch you. I don't like that. I
No,
get tripped out when people touch me.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Eh,
If someone touches me, like especially or if they come up too close for me from behind, I can't take any responsibility for my reaction.
yeah.
And typically I end up punching someone in the face
Yeah. I
accidentally.
the last time I went through one it was touching, they touched me and I came out swinging.
What? Right?
Just
That's
not
what we do. That's
just
what
did.
that's how we do.
Hmm.
That's how we do. And that's how we do.
I was told I had to leave.
Virgil,
Like,
why should you have to leave? You know what I'm saying? You were that's a natural human response to being
Yeah.
touched
hmm
by someone you don't know.
Oh, I was
No.
gonna say anyone that touches and just starts swinging on it. Sorry, I didn't.
Anyone.
My
Anyone.
kids just like,
Right.
Dad, I love you. Oh, Steve,
Oh,
sorry,
oh.
sorry.
Yeah.
You just can't sneak up on me like that, dude.
Oh, Daddy, I just wanted to give you a hug.
Gotta announce your presence first, buddy.
Daddy, I'm coming in. Daddy, I'm coming in to say goodnight. Give you a kiss on the cheek, Daddy. Daddy.
I'm just making my presence known. Yep.
Adorable. I bet your kids are adorable.
Oh, they are. They're like my son. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I do. There was like.
What about? Is there another one or just one?
I have a daughter too. She's like a
but
teenager.
you don't like her as much. Yeah, you're like
She's a teenager right now, so I mean, she's a little more rough. But no, I love them both.
around the edges.
I'm
Love
gonna
them
clip
both.
that out of context and just send it to them.
Don't you dare let.
Yeah.
Oh God, I
Right.
just wanted. That's so embarrassing.
I do remember I
So wrong.
accidentally did bop my son like on the head because he came in the middle of the night and scared me awake. He was like, got up to my face. It's like, Dad.
Uh-oh.
And I was
You
like,
lost your
"What?
camera.
Ah!"
You lost your camera. Perfect timing, though.
Oh no.
Oh, that's scary. Those three little dots are terrifying.
Well, that's what happened.
Imagine in the middle of the night, you open your eyes and that's what you see.
That's what happened. That was
Those
it.
three little eyes, Dad.
There's just
three little dots in the
There's
air
just
right
three
now.
little dots in the middle of the night.
And you hear a little voice, Dad, wake up. I want to give you a kiss on the cheek. Dad, I'm coming in. I'm coming in to hug you.
Making my presence known, Dad.
Making my presence known, Dad.
We're
Terrifying.
switching cams.
What if children were like cats, you know, and they did that thing where you're just sleeping and all of a sudden you open your eyes and they're like this.
Yeah.
It's just right
Yep.
there. Yeah. It'd be
I have-
terrifying.
Like this
I have
guy
3
right
cats. Yeah.
Oh, I got one too. He's right there. It's Old Man Blue. There he is. There he is, right there.
here. Oh.
He had to Old Man Blue.
We just got we have 3 cats now. We just got a kitten, and mostly I get woken up by him jumping on like either my stomach or my crotch, one of the two. That's it, to go assault something.
Taro, that's you.
Blue
what they-
knows better.
Yeah.
You know, he knows I have that punch response. I accidentally, you know,
Oh, shit.
I'm sleeping and it's like, fuck! Oh
Yep.
God, I accidentally just punched my cat. It only had to happen once. It only
Yeah.
had to happen once. And he's just like, no, I love you. You do you, mama. You do
You do you, boo. I'm sorry.
You sleep, sleep. And
Yeah.
when you wake up, you feed me whenever you feel good about it.
This one is spoiled by his mom, so if I do anything mean to him, he'll just come running to her meowing and she'll be like, what did Gib do?
Oh yeah.
He likes to snitch on me.
Oh, yeah. This cat, Yeah, this cat, he's in his twilight years and we're just
Sure.
giving him his best life. We just
Good.
decided we're gonna give him his best life,
I love it.
Yeah, he deserves it. So whatever he wants. You want chicken for lunch? He just had chicken for lunch. Whatever you want.
Oh,
Yeah. And we treat
fancy.
him with like holistic stuff, like little drops in his food, and they taste like bacon, and he loves
Mm.
it. And he's healthy and happy, and it's good. No pills. He doesn't take pills. He doesn't like that shit. He's
Yeah,
good. Yeah. Happy cat.
sounds like it.
Word.
Yeah. Happy
This
cat.
little guy's spoiled. Like we buy rotisserie chickens from Costco, and we like
Oh, yeah.
split and I always shred it up so we can do like buffalo chicken dip and some other stuff with it.
Yeah.
And he will sit there and wait for it. But if it's cold, like if I don't do it right away, like I put it in the fridge, do it the next day,
Yeah.
he will not eat it because it's cold.
That's Blue. He loves it has to be the Costco one.
Yep. We tried the Sam's Club one. He didn't touch
Not
it.
the
Was
same.
like, what is this trash? Don't even
What?
you know what we like here in this house.
What? I don't get it. What is it with the Costco rotisserie chicken where my cat is like, and it has to be exactly like what you said. It has to be hot and fresh. Yeah. Otherwise, he's just like, huh. I mean,
'Cause-
I kind of trick him by reheating it.
No, that doesn't work for him.
Sometimes. But as soon as I bring it home, he smells it. He starts meowing. Meow, 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 meow. I'm like, what are you meowing at? It's still in the bag or in the box in the bag.
Problem is, cats are bougie. All cats, they're bougie.
All cats are bouge.
He won't meow. He'll just politely sit there and wait for me to be like, here you go. And then he'll eat it like after I drop it on the floor. But only when it's fresh.
Well, he's
If
a
he
polite
sees
little
me put it
bougie.
in the microwave and pull it out, he'll walk away.
Woo! He gives you that cold shoulder.
He does.
Like, nope.
I have
I'm
to like
too
hide it in his
Hey.
food bowl for him to eat it.
Woo! He's worried. Like Blue was there. He's gotten a little bit less bouge. I don't know why.
Okay,
But
here's the deal. Here's what I'm thinking. All right, scratch the music podcast. Let's get rid of this. Let's all three of us start a cat podcast.
Love
Oh
it.
my
We're
God.
in. Welcome to where did all my cats go? A podcast about life with cats.
I love it. Call it Cat Daddy.
Cat daddy.
Call it
I like
Cat
it.
Daddy.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
I love that idea.
I'm in.
I've been through a lot with my cat, cancer and IBD and kidney stuff and all that. So I've learned
Yeah.
a lot. I lost his sister in a fire and
Oh
Oh,
man,
not my fire, my ex-husband's fire. And that was very hard.
I'll bet.
let me
Yeah.
make sure my keyboard's off so you don't go clicky clacky over there.
They like to do that. That's what they like to do.
His likes to lay on top of the computer and
Yeah.
turn it off.
I have this right here blocking the power button because he'll lay on here and just pop every
Yeah.
time. Oh, hi,
Mhm.
Carol. Okay, it's safe.
Like, no, I don't like when you work. No, I turn off now. Bye.
It's my time.
Yeah, it's my time now. Bye bye. Yeah, that's what they do. Well, we already finished the food portion of the podcast.
Yeah, basically.
So, Costco rotisserie chicken, boom, down,
Done.
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 Now,
All right, so I'm gonna reel us back here real quick because we were talking about your latest single, "Lights Out in the Reptile House," and that was like your first music video since Checkered Past in 2017 and Xmas Blue in 2023. Do you guys have a new album on the way or anything?
we do. So, I have an EP already recorded.
Okay.
And what the plan is to every couple months record a song and release a song and a
Yeah.
video. And with every 2 songs, release a 7-inch.
Oh, cool.
And with every 5 songs, release an EP. And with every 10 songs, release a full length.
That's sweet. That's a great idea. It's a great
Yeah.
plan.
So yeah, so we're working on the next video now for the next single.
Exciting. When's the anticipated release for that?
I'm hoping in like 3 weeks.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
So
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming up.
It's coming up. We'll see. I think it'll be good though. Easy because I don't, like things are starting to slow down in the industry right now because the holidays come in. So
Mm-hmm. Summertime's the big, like, let's everybody release everything and go on tour.
yes. And because everything shuts down around winter.
Yeah.
No, nobody wants to tour during the winter. It's too hard. Like
Mhm.
tour buses just do not want to roll in the
Right.
snow. So, so it's good for me to record as many videos as possible at this time.
Totally. Yeah.
So, do the
So
best I can.
speaking of like the, the little bit of the musical gap, what's Save Ferris been up to since we last, had like checkered past and all that? What you been up to?
Well, I mean, COVID was hard.
Yeah.
Obviously, there wasn't much we could do. I moved to England for some
Oh,
years,
okay.
and I had this dream that I was going to like, you know, have this rebirth and this creative rebirth and, find myself, find a new me. And I didn't do shit.
Fair.
Because
And that shit happens. That's okay.
basically became an alcoholic, which was so easy because I
Yeah.
was
Oh,
in Birmingham and it was the thing to do. It's like
sure.
everybody's doing it. So I did it. It was awesome. Totally worked. And I totally fit in with the status quo. And I actually had a great time, even over COVID. Like I
Yeah.
had a great time and I loved living there and I miss it a lot. And then when I came home, I had to attend to my mental health and some family
Sure.
stuff. I lost my mom and then I got to work. And I started working with Michael Bradford, writing these new songs. And we've been very productive. So, you know, that's that's the basic story.
Well, we're happy. Everybody's happy to have you back.
It's great to be back,
It, and COVID was wild because it taught a lot of people a lot of stuff, though. Like, I mean, especially for the music industry, it taught us we can live stream, um, which we should have been doing and been able to do for quite some time, but it just took COVID for people to be like, oh, we can do that too. We can do that now.
Yeah.
But like it created new outlets
Zoom,
for like, yeah,
like who knew
this,
what Zoom was before COVID? I didn't. Did
yeah,
you?
no.
Nope.
Amazing. Look at
I
what we're
mean, we had
doing right now.
Skype,
Yeah.
but
But who
no one
used
used
it?
it.
Really? No one
Yeah.
used it. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
I used to use it in the MySpace days.
Yeah, I suppose.
I know.
I suppose. But
It's-
yeah, and this whole show was born out of COVID. It was like, well,
Yeah.
what do I do now? So
God bless you for being productive. You know?
I tried.
Yeah. I mean, most of us were just hanging on by a thread, and here you go, being productive and creating something wonderful. And
Oh, thanks.
bless your heart. I
Thanks.
give you a lot of kudos for that.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah.
It was
A lot of respect.
Thank you. It was fun, but it gave, I wanted to be able to connect with people still,
Yeah.
and Zoom allowed us to do that.
Yeah. That was such was such an important part of being able to get through that time was being able to connect to other people, and had I not broken all the rules of COVID living in Europe, wouldn't I wouldn't have had any of that connection. But we literally broke all the rules. We traveled and we had friends over, we had parties, we did everything.
I mean, I think
All the things we should have done.
many of us did that though. I mean, especially once you got a little more comfortable and stuff with it, but
Yeah. But we had to. It was like survival.
Mhm.
We literally were like, I'm going to go mad if I don't get out of this house or if I don't have some human interaction. Because also it was such a living overseas, it was such a like a pub-based culture that every
Yeah.
single day, after work, everybody would go to the pub and they have their family pub and they do that and they connect and they talk and they shoot shit and then they come home and have dinner and whatever. And then for them, when the pubs closed, it was just this nationwide depression. It just fell over the entire nation,
Yeah.
and you could feel it. So,
Yeah. I have some friends that live over in the UK, and it was just hard times.
yeah, very hard. Everybody was like, "Oh, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine." They closed the restaurants. We're going to be fine. They said everybody, needs to whatever 6 foot distancing. We're going to be fine. Wear a mask. We're going to be fine. They closed the pubs. Everybody was like, "Oh my God. Oh, what are we
No.
going to do?"
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
at
like
that point, it was over. Yeah.
and it's just like Shaun of the Dead, Where do we go? We go to Winchester.
There you go. Exactly like Shaun of the Dead. Exactly.
Yeah, just like a movie,
Yeah. Mhm. So,
Oh man. So Save Ferris gained international success from your rendition of Come On Eileen. But what would you say is the Save Ferris song that means most to you personally?
um,
Yeah.
good question. Just off the top of my head, Goodbye Brother off Checkered Past, just because, that song just came out of me one day, just exactly as it was. It's not a very complicated song. It's not like anything. It's not that big of a deal, really. And then my dad sang on that song on the recording, and
Yeah.
then shortly after he died. And so that song means a lot to me. I feel like
Yeah.
it all kind of happened exactly how it was supposed to,
And now you have this moment in time forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. And we called that like that moment in time where he came to the studio, to John Avila's studio, his last best day. We have that moment
Beautiful.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember him by. So yeah, so that song means a lot.
Yeah.
And it meant a lot to me.
And I've seen, because for those that don't know, because I've seen while we're working on the interview for you and stuff, I saw other interviews, where you've talked about that you're, like one of the reasons you want to become a singer is because your dad used to sing to you as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a great singer. Yeah, and it was, I mean, you've heard the story, like, Save Ferris, like I just for 10 years after, like there were members who quit the band and I tried to keep the band going. And then I just kind of lost, I had to stop. Like my mental health was not
Yeah.
good. And so I stopped for like 10 years. And my dad was like, when are you gonna get on stage again? And anyway, fortunately, he got to see that happen before he died, so that was
he
kind of cool with
he
Checkered
knew,
Past.
he knew what you had in you, he knew it was, you had something special.
Well, I think most dads think that about their kids, and I was just like, oh, dad, you're biased or whatever, but maybe he was right. Who knows?
Well, I mean, you also look at the thousands of fans that would agree with your dad. So
Thanks.
you're welcome.
I
It's true.
say, come to a Save Ferris show and see if he's right. That's
I
what I
think
say.
I think everybody should.
I think so too. Our shows are fun. They're a lot of fun.
I've never had the opportunity yet, but as soon as I can, I want to.
I would love for you to.
I would love to.
I promise you, you will not regret it. I swear.
I wouldn't
Promise.
come to anywhere near Minnesota.
Okay. Okay.
So
Will do.
Chicago, even. You know, it's close enough.
We were just there.
Well,
We're coming back though. We're coming back to Chicago soon. Yeah.
okay.
Chicago's like our town.
You gotta I gotta hold you responsible now for that one.
I know. See, Gibby gets on my case all the time because he's like, well, I don't know if you can do this because he's so busy. Yeah, I'm a busy guy. Sorry, man. I do my best.
We play relatively early because I don't like playing at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
Dude,
it's too late.
can't do that no more.
I mean, 10 o'clock maybe on a Friday. I'll play 10 on a Friday,
Uh-huh.
you know? And I like to like hit it and quit it. I don't like playing like Bruce Springsteen style, 3.5 hour shows.
That's impressive when people can even do that.
Well, I mean, I could, but I don't wanna.
Yeah,
Like
that's a long time.
That is a long time. And like I wanna do the best of the best. And
Yeah.
I just want everybody to just see the best of what we have. And then like, good night. Thank you, good night.
Well, and you always gotta leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
You gotta do one song less than what they want. So that
Agreed.
they're like, what? It's over?
Agreed. And not that there's any comparison, but the Beatles never played longer than 45 minutes, ever.
Really? I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
As the Beatles, I mean, prior to being the Beatles, obviously when they were playing in Germany and they were playing their cover sets, they would play for hours and hours and hours, and they were playing cover songs, and that's how they got good.
Yeah.
But as the Beatles, they never played longer than 45 minutes.
I mean,
I could be wrong, but that's what everyone's told me. So that's what I tell the promoters. Sorry, the Beatles never did it, so I'm not gonna either.
Yeah,
But
45 minutes. That's my limit.
Tops. That's my limit.
Tops.
Huh? You're totally right. I'm clicking on all their all the set list recording. Like the longest I see is 9 songs so far.
There you go.
Yeah. So you got to play 8 songs. Leave them wanting more.
And they were really not even together for that long.
No, they weren't.
What was it, like 6 or 7 years, something like that? And as the Beatles, I mean, again, prior to that, the time that they spent in Germany, playing in the clubs there.
Right. As like the Beatles as we know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like rise to fame, and I think that's why they're so loved even to this day, because their entire existence left people wanting more.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Same could be said for like acts like, Nirvana and stuff like that. Like
Totally.
that's why they are so like beloved, is because they didn't give you the opportunity to disappoint you.
Right. I mean, and it totally helps that they know how to write really great songs, but
I guess.
But on top of that, yes. Their careers were very short-lived.
Absolutely. So
I do play longer than 45 minutes, just so you know. I'll do like a 65, 75, occasionally a 90.
Yeah. Just not 3 hours.
Hells no.
You put the kibosh on 3 hours.
Kibosh it.
Yeah.
Right down that drain.
So before your ska career, you wanted to be like more of like a pop singer and then an opera singer. What made you switch gears and get into the ska punk scene?
I always had a love of like ska and punk. Even like, so I always talk about my sister in interviews because I kind of have to. That's like how I always had like a really great exposure to really good music as a child. My sister and I were very close. My sister, I was always at her side. She's 11 years older than me. So when she was listening to The Clash, I was listening to The Clash. She was listening to Devo, I was listening to Devo. She was listening to the Specials and Selector, I was listening to Specials and Selector.
Yeah.
And she was hanging out with her friends from high school with like 2-foot high Liberty spikes. I was hanging out with them
That's cool.
because she was, tasked with the responsibility of babysitting me. And she also loved having me around. That's how I learned how to perform.
Sure.
Because if I wanted to hang with my sister's friends, I had to learn 2 things. One, how to keep a secret. Because if I told mom and dad anything she was doing, I was never going to be allowed to hang out with her. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I saw that pop up in the corner.
Hey. And 2 was I had to learn how to perform and be funny. Otherwise, why was I there? So I
Yeah.
had my keep, basically. And so, so I was hanging out with like, all her rude boy friends and her punker friends and her new romantic, new wave friends and people with funky hair and lots of makeup. And it was really cool. I got to hang out with a lot of like subculture
Yeah.
as a child and musically as well. And Orange County had a great punk scene too when we were growing up here.
Totally.
And so, that's kind of why, like, when I was in college and I was studying opera, I didn't fit in. Firstly because I was young. I was very young. I was the youngest person in my department. And B, also because I didn't fit in. I didn't dress right and I didn't act right and I didn't look right. I was not listening to the right kind of music. I wasn't listening to opera when I wasn't studying,
You're too cool for sure.
I don't know if it's that because I loved opera and I loved seeing it and I definitely had a love of opera, but I also had, I just love music in general, I love Prince and I love like lots of stuff. And so when I was in college, I was going to punk shows and I was going to ska shows, but also, I had gone to high school with Real Big Fish, and I'd seen their first show and they had a different singer and they were not a ska band. And somehow I became really good friends with the bass player from a band called Suburban Rhythm, Ed. And Ed, when Suburban Rhythm broke up, Real Big Fish has a song about Suburban Rhythm breaking up.
Okay.
Suburban Rhythm broke up. Ed started a band called Larry. And when I was in college and I was living on campus at Cal State Fullerton, there was this like thriving all ages music scene. And all my friends were playing in bands and all my friends were going to shows and I was going to shows. And so I was like, oh, my friends need a singer in their all girl traditional ska band, the Shanties. I was like, cool, I'll sing the Shanties. So I sang the Shanties and it was fun because that was what I was listening to. I was listening to the Skeletones and Dancehall Crashers. And then I was also listening to like traditional ska and stuff like that too at that time. And I was going to Real Big Fish shows too, and I was going to, Suburban Rhythm shows and stuff like that. And then eventually Ed was like, why don't you sing in Larry? And I was like, Larry's not a ska band. But Larry was playing with all the ska bands. They were ska adjacent.
Sure.
And Larry was super fun, this like really fun Zappa influenced band.
Okay.
And we were wackadoodle and we had a great time. And through doing that, I met the bass player. Well, I had been good friends with the guys in Real Big Fish, and I started dating the bass player in Real Big Fish. And I dated him for 4 years. But through playing with Larry, and through dating Matt, and I just knew everybody in the scene. Just one day, this band was opening for Larry called Los Pantalones, and then
The pants.
and
Yeah.
they were cute. And then I got a call one day with these giggly little boys, and I was like, hello. I thought it was a prank call. I was like, hello. Like, hi, we're so-and-so from Los Pantalones, and we're starting a band called Save Ferris, and we want you to be the singer. And I was like, huh, I kind of want to be like a singer in a ska band, like a ska band.
Yeah.
So I'll come out and I'll hear some songs, you know? You guys have songs? They're like, yeah, we have some Los Pantalones songs, whatever. So I came out, had a couple songs. I was like, cool. Well, I'll join your band if I can be the lead singer.
Yeah.
I can co-write all the new songs, and if I can manage the band until we find a manager. Cool. That's what we did.
And there it is.
There it is.
The in-depth creation of Save Ferris.
There you go. That's all she wrote.
So I took very minimal Spanish, and so I was very excited when I was like, oh, Los Pantalones. I know.
Pants.
I know what that means.
See, I know
See.
what that means. The
Mhm.
pants. Yes. Yes.
Dos Equis, por favor.
Oh, now
You
you're
can
with the big guns.
Yeah.
Pat can drop
Donde
all this
está el
Spanish.
baño? Right? That's as far as I think I got.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh, yeah, that too. I got that one. I did know that one.
Pat's got all
Yeah.
this, but couldn't pronounce chancla.
Chanclas! I have chanclas right here. I was wearing my chanclas all day. My chanclatitas. Chanclas. Chancla.
I didn't know, and Gibby didn't tell me, so he just let me very intensely mispronounce it. So
Chancla is like slang, isn't it? Is chancla like a proper word?
I'm not 100% sure if it's proper, but I know that's what I grew up with that word a lot.
Yeah.
well, I grew up
like
in northern
slang.
Minnesota.
Gibby, where are you at?
I live here in Texas.
Oh, okay. Right
but,
on.
But it was funny because there was a band that we do reaction videos on our YouTube channel, and they had chancla. And we lost Pat.
Oh.
His internet might have gone out. We'll give him a few minutes. We'll give him a couple minutes. But there is a band called Chancla Fight Club that I sent him.
Oh my God, that's oh, there you are.
Welcome back.
Hey.
What a pain that was.
We're talking about Chancla Fight Club, which is an
Ooh.
amazing name for a band. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and I guess Pat thought it was an I, didn't know it was an L.
Yeah.
So he was calling him Chancia the whole time. Chancia.
Oh yeah. I was
immediately texted him, it's Chancla. There's no I.
You can't win them all, you know? You can't win them all. And that's okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. He just mistook the L for an I.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did.
Yeah. All right.
And I'll always be forever embarrassed about it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I'll just never forget it. Whatever.
Chancia Fight Club.
Yeah.
Chancia.
I
Maybe
mean,
it was French.
yeah, and that also sounds kind of cool.
It does sound cool, actually.
So maybe they'll change
good.
their name to it. No, they won't.
All right. What's next?
So since Pat's back, we got him back. He's looks like his internet's good.
Hello.
So with the name Save Ferris, obviously coming from the iconic John Hughes movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what would you say is your favorite John Hughes movie?
It's changed through the years.
Yeah. There's so many to choose from.
I had to look it up because I was like, he hasn't done that many, has he?
He's
and
done
I looked,
plenty.
he's done a lot that I've actually grew up with.
Yes. He sure has.
It was 16 can. No, it was Breakfast Club
It's
forever.
That's so good though.
That is good.
So good. Of the iconic, like, most famous ones, Breakfast Club is probably my favorite, I would have to say. But 16 Candles it's a banger as well.
He did do Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
He did. And didn't he did Uncle Buck too, didn't he?
Did Uncle Buck.
He did National Lampoon's,
Home Alone.
Home Alone, yeah. Flubber. That was my personal favorite because I grew up watching that one.
Flubber.
Are you serious about Flubber?
Yes. Flubber was my favorite movie growing up. So like that just I didn't know it was a John Hughes movie either until like 2 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
Well, so I pulled it up now, and I'm dumb, and I didn't know that he did Christmas Vacation, and that's my absolute favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
Dennis the Menace. Oh my gosh, Baby's Day Out. He did do.
a Weird Science was a like banger for me.
Oh, so good.
Last time
Mhm.
too. So Breakfast Club, Weird Science, and definitely Christmas Vacation and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I mean, it's hard to pick just one, but it's changed through the years, honestly. But those would be my 4 favorites, probably.
Here's I always forget about this one because it's a sleeper, but I loved this movie like growing up. I think it still holds up, but Career Opportunities with Jennifer Connelly.
Oh my God, I love that movie. I forgot about that one.
Right? It's
And
so
how hot is she in that? My
good. Chef's kiss.
smoking.
Baby a Majora, as Wayne's World would say.
Smoking hot. I remember when I first saw that movie, I was like, okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm a lesbian. I may not be a lesbian, or I could be a lesbian. I don't know.
You never know.
That,
yeah, it takes place in I think in like Target. I think they're stuck in
Target.
Yeah, stuck in a Target.
Or a Target. Yeah. Absolutely a Target. And that white tank top she's wearing, I'm just like, Lord, kill me now. I don't want to be a lesbian growing up in Orange County.
Orange County, like, I mean, California would be probably one of the more, especially around that time,
Not behind the orange curtain, honey.
No? Okay.
No, Orange County, very, very conservative.
Oh.
At that time.
At the time, sure.
And I'm not a lesbian, but I definitely.
Well, Jennifer Connelly it's the same thing as like
But I did figure out that I like the ladies.
I mean, it's
She
it's
helped.
one of those same things to where it's like, I don't know. I'm so like I'm comfortable. Like me and my wife have these conversations all the time as well, talking about like, you know, like something like Ryan Reynolds, one of the most beautiful people on the planet. I'm okay with saying that. I understand. Get it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Beauty is beauty.
Oh no, I definitely wanted to sleep with her. I still do.
Fair enough. All right.
I mean,
We've
I
got
think it was like how old when that movie came out, like 8 years old. I was like, watching that movie, I was like,
I think I feel things.
I feel things. I want to touch her where the bathing suit covers. Mean. This means something.
I think this means something.
Should I feel bad about this? I don't feel bad about it. I'm not gonna.
And you shouldn't.
And I didn't.
Perfect.
And I still don't.
Beautiful.
Screw you, OC. You didn't get me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I win.
That's right.
I like the ladies. Guess what? I like the dudes too. So there.
I love
like
it.
them
I
all.
love it. Love is love.
And I
love
like
that.
everything in between. All of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You can take your OC and you can shove it. Thank you, Jennifer Connelly, for
Yeah,
ruining all of it.
there you go. She's, she's magical. Just a magical lady.
God, she was magical in that. That moment where she's on the roller skates
Yeah.
in Target. Hi, Vesmir. Hi, like, hi, Jumpa. Amazing. Thank you, John Hughes. Thank you,
Yeah.
John.
For so much.
For so much.
Right.
But Breakfast Club, my God, that movie. Amazing. He was just an amazing director. And I mean, even as a child, just seeing his movies, just
It's a great storyteller.
great storyteller, but also a storyteller for a generation that had been widely overlooked when it came to cinema.
Mhm.
For an age group that was just really not just underrepresented. He really told stories that were
but he told stories that were like real too, and especially felt real, even though some of them, definitely went out, like Home Alone went a little outside of the box, but it's
right.
still like it still felt real. It still felt believable. His movies were very believable.
Yeah, like Ferris Bueller's was, kind of
Unbelievable, but
yeah, ranged and on unbelievable. But it was almost like a fantasy story in
Yeah.
a lot of ways. But then there's like 16 Candles that is so real, and it's this love story in so many ways,
Well, and like, Uncle Buck, which is, John Candy as a bumbling buffoon, who's just kind of like a failure in life, but like learns how to love and how to be like a good person. And it's just and watching it, you believe that can happen. You can believe that, I love that sort of stuff with just about movies in general, but it's like you can believe that these people can change, that you don't always have to be, a quote unquote loser. You can succeed even after you've failed.
True dat. I love that too. I love that too. Yeah, seeing the metamorphosis, but the internal metamorphosis of the person. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Fascinating.
well, speaking of inspiring kind of stories, we've got one more question before we go to a quick break.
Okay.
If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were kind of first starting your musical journey, what would that be?
Um,
It's tough, and it's tough to just pick something out of the ether as well.
yeah, it's hard. Um, huh. There's so many,
I
and
know.
it's
Yeah.
hard to pick just one. But I mean, I think it might have to do with, you know, finding good people in your life, like try to understand what constitutes a good person. Mostly for me, that means, you know, dependability and also someone who's honest with me, regardless of whether or not they're telling me something I want to hear. They'll tell me what I need to hear, not necessarily what I want to hear, you know?
Yeah.
And when you find those people, do everything you can to keep them close.
That's excellent because, and especially in in a band and stuff, you need that, you need that camaraderie, you need that partnership,
Yeah.
and especially to try to be full time with it. If you want to be a full time musician, you have to also be able to talk to each other and communicate as if it were a job. Because if you want it to be a job, you have to also be able to do those types of things.
Yeah. And also, if you know you're in a band where there isn't that kind of camaraderie and you don't have an outside or an external support system, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, it's true. You know,
So
you'll end up having that inner turmoil and it'll collapse from the inside.
it will eat you alive, you know, because as we were talking about before we started recording, you know, camaraderie is the basic like essence of human nature. It's what we need
Hmm.
we need to connect with other people and feel that we can trust someone else in our lives, other people in our lives, and we need that. We're not, you know, yeah,
100%.
yeah. So
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. All right. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our next segment. Today's episode is sponsored by Chattanooga Beard Company. Are you looking for a quality company to help sexify your beard? Turn it up to 11? Take it to a whole new level? I have tried lots of other products over the many years it's taken to grow these luscious face locks. And then I tried Chattanooga Beard Company, and I kid you not, it changed my beard's life. Their products are made from quality ingredients like sweet almond oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, beeswax, lanolin, and shea butter. I have at home their shampoo and their conditioner, 2 different scented beard balms, 1838, which is wood, amber, and grapefruit, and churchwarden, which is pipe tobacco and wild cherries, and freedom. I also have 2 of their beard oils, clean slate, which is bergamot and lime, and iron forged, which smells like coffee and chocolate, and you just want to eat it. My wife loves the smell of their clean slate oil. It's been a game changer. You don't have to take my word for it, because who am I other than the lovely looking man with this lovely looking beard? Try it for yourself. Just go to www.chattanoogabeard.co and snag any of these products or one of their other many scents and styles. And as a bonus, if you use our code Unsigned Pop Punk at checkout, you're going to get 15% off your order. So if you love your beard, or you love someone with a beard, try out Chattanooga Beard Company. You won't be mad you did. What's up, everybody? We wanted to take a minute to thank this week's sponsor, Mosh Dolls. Mosh Dolls is a clothing company here for the alternative hotties that take no shit. Mosh Dolls was started to create the kind of cute and hardcore clothing that alt baddies want to wear to their next show. Something that makes them want to get in the pit and fuck shit up. Just hit somebody, break all the bones, and break all the hearts. The designs are inspired by punk music, strong coffee, and feminine rage. Each item is made to order one by one with love. They're designed, printed, and customized by hand. These pieces are designed to make you feel hot because, duh, you are hot. So make sure to give them a follow on their socials at Mosh Dolls, and make sure to pick up your new wardrobe at www.moshdolls.com. Thanks so much again to Mosh Dolls for sponsoring today's episode.
And we're back. Thanks so much for sticking around. We're hopping into our next segment, everybody's favorite segment, the food for thought segment, because, who doesn't love talking about food? We literally went off the rails earlier talking about food, so we're bringing it all back right here.
I mean, when I talk to people and let them know, especially if they don't know much about the show, I always love when they get excited and I'm like, we're going to just talk about food for a while. And they're like, yes, I love food. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
One band we had like, oh, thank God this isn't just about music. Let's go.
Yeah. I like foods.
And you gotta break it up because there's so many shows and podcasts and stuff. And you've done so many interviews. Yeah. And we got to try and make ours somehow different.
And food is a huge part of my life. It's culturally as well, because I'm half Moroccan and Jewish. And so food culturally is huge.
Ooh, I wish I would have known that. I would have looked up better questions.
Yeah, it's a big, cooking, feeding, throwing dinner parties, throwing parties, all of that. That's a huge part of my existence.
Yeah. And well, first off, everybody's got to eat, everybody's got to eat. I guess, you could be one of those people that just drinks your meals and shakes and stuff. That sounds so
savages.
Savage. So sad, so boring. I feel like I just get headaches all the time from unhappiness.
Yeah. Where's the joy in that? Where's the joy? I don't know.
I agree. It's telling me my internet connection.
Yeah, I was just about to say we might lose you for a second, Pat.
No, don't go.
It's okay. I think it's back. Hopefully,
you're definitely spaghettizing right now.
You're spaghettizing. He's spiralizing.
I'm spiraling. I'm just spiraling is what's happening.
Oh, there we go. You're back. You don't look like an oil painting anymore.
Yay.
Right. Because I felt however that looked on the camera at that time is how my heart was feeling.
You look like an oil painting. It looked like someone just took a screenshot and put an oil painting filter over it.
Oh,
Kitty.
Look who came to join us for the food segment. He's like, let's talk about Costco chicken. Let's talk about Costco rotisserie chicken. I'm happy to talk about that.
We kind of have a similar beard thing going on.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Wow. Except he is much more handsome, for sure.
Oh, I don't know. That competition. It's my boy.
All right. What is your favorite Like you're on the tour and stuff. What's your favorite on the road snack?
That's
I don't know.
like chicken.
It's like chicken. Costco chicken.
Warm only, fresh.
My
None of
favorite
that.
on the road snack. What do I always bring? There's snacks that I like always bring with me. I'm trying to think. It's so boring. Pretzel crisps and string cheese.
Oh,
Is it like a combination? Do you like? There you
Yeah.
go.
And it's
Okay.
got to be like not Lucerne, not like the fancy string cheese, just like the like Kroger, the shitty Kroger string cheese. That's the kind it's got to
I was
be.
gonna say we get our string cheese from Costco, and it's like the green pack. I think
Yeah.
there's one that they had. We were like, this is gross. We don't like this
Yeah.
one.
There's this Italian one. It's like, no, and not the skim milk, just the whole fat. Just,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I have a thing with pretzel crisps. I eat them with cottage cheese too, like whole fat cottage cheese, like small curd, whole fat cottage cheese. I like them. I don't know why I like them so much. I just do. It's weird.
So
They're
it's funny.
comfort food for me.
It's funny that you say that because I also, it's not pretzels, but I also use cottage cheese as a dip.
Yeah.
But I do it with Doritos,
That's good.
Ooh.
That sounds good.
Cool Ranch or regular?
just regular nacho cheese.
Yeah, okay, because that sounds really good. I'm gonna have to try that.
It is. It's super good. It shouldn't be good. You
Yeah,
wouldn't think, but
yeah.
it's banging.
That sounds delicious. You know what else I like are the white cheddar pop chips. Those I
Mm.
like a lot. I eat those a lot. I can eat a whole bag of those, like a big bag of those by myself.
I get in a lot of trouble if I buy just regular baked Lays, and but so it's pretty much a Midwest thing, but top the tater and baked Lays.
What's top the tater?
It's like a cream cheese and chives kind of like you would just it's made to put on like like a baked potato, but people use it as a dip.
God, that
Hmm.
sounds so good.
It's so good.
Mm.
Oh
Now
my god,
forget
yeah.
all
I'm
that.
looking at it right now.
If you come next time you come through, from I'll buy
Yes.
some top the tater and I'll bring it.
He's gonna
Yes.
drive all the way down to Chicago and bring you some top the tater.
Yes.
If I tell my
But
wife, she won't let me not do it. So
but you're not gonna know he's there, and he's gonna just toss it on stage.
just throw it in
Yeah.
the tub.
What's oh, thanks. Oh, that's delicious.
Oh my,
Shit.
is that top the tater? Pat, it's great to see you, pal.
Yeah, pal. Thanks, Palio.
Yep. I'll have snuck on in and with my top the tater.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's
I'd like
good.
to try that on a baked potato too, but
Yeah.
Doritos with cottage cheese sounds good too.
Hmm. It's
Those are good
and
drinks. And then I always drink Celsius Fantasy Vibes, Celsius Fantasy Vibe, but then also the fizz-free lemonade I drink on stage now.
Hmm.
That's my jam. Those are my jams.
I miss the days of like the Monster Tour waters. So all the people used to think that, you were drinking.
Copious amounts of Monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Warped Tour was like sponsored by Monster. And I was like, what is this? Water in a can? Oh, that tastes good.
Have
Yeah,
you guys seen like the new they brought back the tour water?
Yeah. Because
Monster did?
Hold on. I'll go grab it really quick. I have a can.
So here's the problem with it. It's that they're just riding the coattails now of Liquid
Of
Death.
Liquid Death. But
You know,
Liquid Death rode their coattails, don't you think?
I would say so, but Monster quit. Okay, they
Okay.
gave up.
That, you know what? Okay, because they're quitters. They don't get to claim. They don't get to claim the fame.
So here's what I would say. Here's, I guess, the way I would look at it.
That's fancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
ooh,
not like the oldest where it was just the Monster logo
Yeah,
with
just
the
the
word
black
Tour
can.
Water.
Yeah,
But like
That's got like the Vans logo on there too.
yeah,
it says Warp Tour too.
yeah.
Oh, trip out.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Vans Warp Tour, Tour Water.
Oh, look at that. They're bringing back the Warp Tour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See, the way
sweet.
now, the way I guess I would look at it, so like going back to what we were just saying, is that it's not even just since they quit. So they originated this kind of idea, this vibe, especially for like water with like Monster, but Liquid Death perfected it. Monster originated it. Liquid Death perfected it.
I will say it's like it's not my thing with Liquid Death is it's good, but I only get the mountain water. I don't like the flavored ones.
Oh, I like the flavoreds.
And also, though, I was charged $6 for a Liquid Death at a club. Like, I just wanted a can in my hand because I don't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
I just wanted a can in my hand. I'll drink like a fake drink, like seltzer water with lime in it or whatever. I'll
Sure.
put it in a low ball because I just don't want people to ask me. And now that I'm announcing it to the whole world, I don't drink. I don't like people to ask, what
Sure.
are you, why don't you drink? And I just wanted a can in my hand. They charged me freaking $6 for water. It was like, come on.
Well,
On.
they're trying to treat you just like the drinkies.
But it's water.
Yeah.
They don't care.
I'm just paying for the can. Come on.
You're paying for whatever the bar wants to pay you. Or make you pay, I mean. Make you pay.
It was either that or like, the this is not an alcoholic drink cup full of tap water.
Yeah.
They make you feel like a total idiot.
Yeah.
Like it's like a 7
Here's your little
cup.
collapsing plastic cup.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
squeeze
I
it
do
too
not
hard.
drink alcohol on it.
Yeah.
Or like a styrofoam coffee cup with tap water in it. And you're just walking around with that like, oh.
Yeah.
Everybody else has got their classy.
Yeah. I'm not embarrassed. It's okay.
I'm not advanced with me. I'm just drinking a styrofoam. Squeak, squeak.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
$6. Liquid Death.
They try to embarrass you into drinking alcohol
Shame,
or
shame.
make you pay more.
I know, right?
Just punishing you.
I
Rude.
know. All right.
All right, so you're prepping. This could be either post show or pre show, but like, say you're about to rip the biggest gig. What's gonna be your meal? Are you gonna eat before, after? What's your go-to like pre show or post show meal?
I hate to say this, but I eat very little when I'm on the road. Because I'm typically very stressed out.
Sure.
B, because I'm also very busy.
Mhm.
And C, because, I don't like to eat before shows. It doesn't feel good when you're on stage. And then
Yeah.
after the show, you have all of this energy and adrenaline, or you're just too tired to eat, So
Yeah.
I don't really have an appetite after. I do like a free hotel breakfast when they have those like
Ooh.
make your own waffles.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are favorites.
Those are good.
Yeah, I like making my own waffles. And that I do really enjoy. Especially the little tiny ones where you can make 4 little tiny ones.
Oh.
And then I feel like a giant. I'm a giant eating a tiny waffle.
I have become so obsessed with Target sells like that Dash brand where they make like they're like little like mini sandwich makers
Yeah.
or mini waffle makers, and they're all so cute and I want them all, but my partner won't let me buy any of them.
When what I can't remember what tour it was, but I bought a bunch of those went on for the bus, and I would make little tiny
Yeah.
pancakes for everybody, or like fried eggs for everybody, and yeah, but it would take a really long time. It's like, you want pancakes? Okay, here's one tiny pancake. Give me
Yeah.
another 16 minutes to make you another one. There's another tiny, there's another 10 people to go.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
what they need to do is just make a big one that makes like 6 individual ones or something.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as cute, and we wouldn't
That's
want.
true. We wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
I think my daughter has 2 of like the little Target waffle makers. She has like a Halloween one and then something else.
Oh, the Hello Kitty one's pretty cute too. I've seen it. It's pretty
I'd
damn.
want that one for myself.
It's pretty damn cute.
Now that it's spooky season, I saw we had one that's like a ghost, like shape of a ghost, and I was like, oh,
I
that's
like
so cute.
ghosties. I like little ghosties.
Oof.
Little ghosties.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Cute
I
things.
know, because you don't even have all your Halloween's going. It's gone.
It's gone.
Well, it's a bunch of baloney.
I mean,
What it
it's
is.
just leftover Halloween stuff now.
Bullshit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like just this week, the Target I work at, we just started putting out like all the Halloween candy.
So you got time. You got time still.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe they put Halloween out like last week and it sold out.
Could be.
Could
People
be.
do love their Halloween right now. It's
It
like
could be.
huge. Huge.
You come on down to visit us. I will take you to Target personally, and you could get all your shopping done.
Or maybe they have limited stock this year. Maybe they have less stock than they typically do because they just want to move on to Christmas earlier.
Maybe.
I don't know.
They
I was like, what? 'Cause I get
November 1st,
excited
they
for
want that
Halloween.
Christmas up.
Yeah, I get excited for Halloween. Oh, it's my favorite holiday. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Our house is kind
Halloween
of
stuff.
dressed and like prepped for Halloween all year long.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna paint my house black. I'm getting ready to paint black on the
I
outside.
love that.
Oh,
we were talking about doing that too. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the only house in town that's black.
That
But
sounds like it's gonna be a nightmare at
So you're gonna
105
be
degrees, though.
you're gonna be the
yeah,
coolest house on the block.
fortunately, we have a lot of shade.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have a lot of shade and a light colored roof.
There you
So, yeah, and the accents are all going to be white, so it won't be too stark.
That'll
But
be awesome. That sounds cool.
yeah,
All right, we talked about Costco already a little bit.
yeah.
So, but we're gonna switch it up with the Costco question here.
Okay.
So, what's your go-to Costco lunch break item? Pizza or hot dogs?
Oh, remember in the early days when they had the Hebrew National Kosher hot dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was like in the early days of Costco. That was when the hot dogs were banging. And then they changed the hot dogs, so they're not the same anymore. Because those are like good, like all beef hot dogs. Those
Hebrew National's good.
Those were really good. So hot dogs aren't the same. So the pizza, I go to pizza.
Aren't they like
pepperoni?
Aren't they Nathan's? Or is that not it? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they're still good. They're just not. They're not Costco to me anymore. They're not like Costco to me anymore.
Fair enough. Their pizza's super good though.
It's so good. Why is it so good?
Why? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
It's so good and
Costco.
so cheap. That's the thing.
Same thing with the rotisserie chicken. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why?
We make like maybe like a bi-weekly trip to Costco for our groceries.
Yeah.
And we always get a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. And then like, I can't with Costco. I can't with you, Costco. I just can't quit you. And I mean, there's two of us in this house. Like, what do I need to be shopping at Costco for? But I'm just like, ugh. I'll just go in there and buy a bag of liquid IV and a rotisserie chicken, be done with it. People look at me like, what are you doing here? You don't fit in with us, as they roll through with their giant carts full of stuff. I'm like, it's just me. I have two things. It's just me.
Just me.
So I don't know if this is just like like if some Costco's only have like like a location specific things, but if you should see if they have the lemon blueberry loaf over at your Costco.
They do.
Oh, it's so good.
You know what else is really good that I tried that my friends had that was like banging? The s'mores cookies.
Oh, we've been talking about getting them every time we walk by.
Dude, so surprised that I like them. So surprisingly good. Really good. The s'mores in the bakery section, the s'mores cookies. Yeah.
So you guys are gonna be a little sad for us Northerners and me specifically because you care about me so deeply at this point. But I know Costco just because of being in bands and touring and stuff like that. We just got a Costco up here in Duluth 2 years ago. We just got it.
That's
Costco
crazy.
is new for us, like up north.
I'm so sorry.
It's wild.
You poor thing.
I only like I
What
know
did you do before the like
so we have
like PC?
We have a Sam's Club.
Costco.
We have a Sam's Club, but it's not Costco, you know.
BC and AC before Costco and after Costco.
Accurate. Well, that's what, and for those of you that don't know, that's what it's always stood for. That's
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like anyone that's always ever thought before Christ, after, you're wrong. And you always have been.
And after Costco. That was me before Costco. And now this is me after Costco. AC and BC. Yeah. Better
human being.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what else I like from Costco? Actually, I have them right here. You can buy, well, you could. I don't know if you can anymore, but you can buy boxes of Bobos.
I don't think we got that at ours.
So we had them for a while. I don't know if they have them anymore. The stuffed oat bites. Oh, so good. This is a snack I'll take with me on the road. Bobo's oat bites.
I don't know if we have those either. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to specifically look for Bobos.
Yeah.
So we've basically split up like our shopping trips into 3 sections here.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that looks delicious.
That looks good.
We basically split up our trips into 3. We'll go to Costco first for like all the stuff that we actually need and like eat. Then we go to Sam's Club for snacks because Sam's Club has a great snack section.
Sure.
It's huge, way bigger than the Costco one. And then there's like a local place we get like all our fruit from, unless it's something we eat a lot of, like grapes. I'll just get it from Costco. Strawberries, we'll get them from Costco because they're just cheaper than going here. But there's like the local place here buys like locally from like farms and stuff, so it's all good. But it's just so expensive to get like a cup of strawberries like this big for like $6 when we could get this big thing from Costco.
Yeah, you got to go get your fresh like star fruit because I know you're just constantly eating that star fruit.
Are you a star fruit eater?
Me? I don't think I've ever actually had a star fruit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've had star fruit either.
But I do like dragon fruit.
I do love dragon fruit. I've had dragon fruit the first time ever, I think this year.
Really?
I don't know if I've ever had dragon fruit, but I like star fruit a lot. It's very delicious.
It's kind of like like apple consistency, isn't it? I
Mhm.
think, yeah.
Yeah. It's like an apple pear almost. Hmm. So,
I have refound nectarines. I hadn't had one in a long time, and I just got one, like some recently, and I'm like, oh my God, why did I stop eating these?
you know why? Because you probably had a bad nectarine,
Probably.
and then like that's how it is with fruit. You get a bad fruit and then you're like, ugh, I'm never going to eat that again. And then one day you get a really good one and you're like, what?
What have
Why
I been
did I
doing with
stop?
my life?
How did I miss out on this?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's what happens.
I want to revisit plums again too.
Mm, yeah.
It's been a while since I've had a good plum.
Yeah, because like with nectarines, if you get them during the wrong season, they could be too soft and
Hmm.
like just a weird consistency. And with plums, again, if it's picked from the tree too soon, it's going to be too sour, and you'll be like, oh, I don't like plums; they're too sour. But
Yeah.
if you get the right plum,
Oof.
it'll be a friend for life.
I used to love plums when I was a kid. I remember I used to eat plums all the time.
Mm. I'm eating my bobos right now.
I see that. Little jealous.
I have a bag of Taco Bell waiting for me for after this.
Oh boy.
Mm.
All right, get with
So
that next question.
this is a little bit of a two-parter. You mentioned that like you lived in England and like out like overseas of Europe. What was your favorite restaurant that you got to experience while you were there?
Mm. That's a good question. A lot of the time I spent there was in COVID.
Sure.
So, although there was a time when we did some traveling through Europe and we drove from from the Netherlands all the way down to the south of France.
Ooh.
And so I got
Nice.
to experience a lot
Yeah.
there. And I wouldn't know the name of any restaurants, but definitely got to experience a lot of really great food and good
I
time.
mean, there's so much in Europe in general. There's so much amazing food and like historically amazing food, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like, it's amazing because, Southern California, we don't have like a lot of, we're a relatively new, I mean,
Yeah.
California is a relatively new state
Yeah.
in a relatively new country
Yeah.
as compared to the rest of the world. So,
Well,
our cuisine and everything is, I mean, like our Mexican food is really good. And I'm not going to fight with you, Gibby. I'm not going to fight with you about whose is better, but ours is better.
She's just not gonna accept my answer. That's the thing. She's like, nope, you're done.
shutting this shit down right away.
But yeah, when you go to Europe or you go to other countries and you just you get to experience their food and you experience their history through their food, which is really cool.
Yeah.
All the whole experience.
Well, and I mean, you even were saying it like America, our food is defined by other cultures.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, there's like American food is like chili,
Mm-hmm,
burgers,
mm-hmm,
it's really kind of basic sort of stuff, but then everything that everybody loves
mm-hmm.
is from another culture, another country.
And also,
Burgers are banging too, though.
burgers are banned. But even the international foods that we have, had to be watered down to a certain extent to be able to appeal to, the white person's palate,
Right.
So like Chinese food,
Yeah, it's
when
Americanized.
when Chinese people first came here in the 50s, the reason why it's so like there's so much sauce on it out here, not necessarily like that in China
Right.
per se, is because they were trying to appeal to the American palate. Americans liked gravy, right? So they thought, oh, we'll put gravy on everything, sauce.
Right.
So our food is what it is, but it is kind of like a watered down version to a certain extent, not everywhere, obviously, but to a certain extent.
Yeah.
In order to appeal to the.
It's all just become Americanized, just completely switched up, which it makes sense though, because you have to switch up the palate because, all of us that came to America were from like, England, and the UK's food is not as like flavor bursting as everywhere else.
No, it's not.
Yeah, England and the UK's food is a lot more toned down, and
they're not known for their
cuisine.
Their cuisine. No. But I crave a good chippy, or often like going to a good fish and chips place.
Yeah.
That's what they're known for.
Through the bag. So good. And those like soggy chips or French fries. But yeah, they're not known for their cuisine, but food has, like Birmingham was known for their balti. It's a kind of Indian food.
Okay.
Served in a bowl. And like some of the best Indian food in the world.
Yeah.
Aside from India.
Indian food is really popular over in like England and stuff like that.
So good.
That's where England gets their flavor. Also not from England.
Yeah.
They just America'd that shit right there for sure.
Oh God. And they can eat it so hot too. Like I thought I could eat hot food because like I'm Moroccan and like I like some spice and I like good Mexican food with like good salsa on it, like some jalapeno or whatever. But damn, I cannot eat Indian food like those like English people.
That's fair.
This is also a question I like to ask people who like been to England or like live in the UK or anything like that. Did you get to experience a Nando's at all?
Of course.
What's your go-to Nando's order?
Oh. God, I can't remember.
What's Nando's?
Nando's is a chicken place.
It's like I think it's like peri. It's like their peri sauce is like what they're really known for, but it's like chicken.
Do you like Nando's? What's your go-to Nando's order?
Stealing it from someone else.
Well, I'm a bit of a wimp, so it's usually just sort of.
She's from Wales. My friend's visiting from
It's
Wales.
usually like a garlic and herb chicken or something like that.
The garlic and herb chicken. The garlic and herb chicken.
Yes, herb with a H.
Herb chicken. And what's your favorite sauce? Do you have a sauce that you like?
If I do have anything, again, it's usually like the peri garlic, like medium.
Yeah.
I am a pussy. So.
The peri garlic medium. Yeah, I think I'd agree. Yeah. I think we're all about the same page. Okay.
Yep, that's it. That's my answer. That's my
answer.
That's my go-to meal
for me. I can't remember.
That's my go-to.
What my order was. I don't think I love Nando's, but it ain't no Costco chicken.
It ain't no Costco chicken.
So
that's fair.
there you have it.
This is our last food for thought question, and it's one we ask every guest we have. If Save Ferris was a potato, what kind of potato would you be?
Little baby red potato.
Oh,
Ooh.
A baby red.
baby red. That makes sense.
Because they're tiny and adorable.
They are tiny and adorable. And it makes sense. It checks out.
Yeah.
Matches completely.
Yes.
Especially, you know, with the red hair.
I
always.
know, which I don't have today because I'm not wearing the wig.
No. And it doesn't have to, but it does match
It does.
that aesthetic.
Yes. I didn't even think about that when I said it. Wow.
Wow. So it was locked in right away.
Right away.
See, I love that question because like the first time I like put it in like our little list of questions, Pat was like a couch potato.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
See, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought of that either.
Yeah. That's just me, just a couch potato.
That's me too. I'm a bed potato.
I try to be a bed potato. Like I love just laying in bed, like watching TV and stuff, or like reading a book.
Oh,
But my wife's always like, bed's for sleeping. I don't want to go down to bed until it's time for bed. I'm just like, but it helps me like chillax. You
I know. It's so healthy though. She is right.
Yeah.
And that's so healthy, but oh man, that's my favorite thing to do is just lay in bed, like come home from tour and just lay in bed with my cat and my boyfriend and like just watch movie after movie after movie and just sleep, 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 sleep.
Yeah, and it makes sense that, you know, my wife would say, or is, you know, it's the healthy choice to not, because she is the best of us. So
Oh, bless her
Yeah.
heart.
it makes sense. She makes better decisions for me.
Oh, you're a good one. You're a
I
good
try.
one, Patrick.
I try.
Oh,
All right. That is the end of our food for thought segment. This is it. This is our last segment. It's our rapid fire question segment.
all right.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're just gonna speak from the heart. And
Okay.
shoot from the hip. Whatever
Okay.
the first thing is, just roll with it.
Okay.
So this first one, I already know your answer, and it's not one of these two. So you just go with your actual answer.
Okay.
You feel free to, if you have a third answer, you feel free
Okay.
to roll with it. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Monster Energy or Rockstar?
Celsius.
There you
I
go.
see. That was it. I was waiting for it.
And they won't sponsor us.
Maybe hey, Celsius, we'll tag them. We'll just tag them a bunch. Celsius.
They don't
What are you
deserve
doing?
it, but fine.
Well, this, you can also easily have the third answer for this next question.
Okay.
Pop punk or emo?
The Clash.
Well, I was waiting for you to say ska.
Oh, yes. I mean, of course. Always.
Or just punk. That works too.
Or just punk.
Yeah.
Ska or just punk. Yeah.
Ska or just
Yeah.
punk. Yeah. Taylor Swift or John Mayer?
You really hate me, don't you?
I do not. I love you.
I mean, I guess I would. I guess I choose Taylor Swift.
Okay. Skinny jeans or baggy pants?
Baggy pants.
Yeah. Disney Plus or Netflix?
Shit, that's a hard one because Netflix is sucking ass right now.
Yeah. It's
I'd
not
have
at
to,
the top of my list.
yeah, I'd have to say Disney Plus right now because like the Deadpool movies are on there and
Yeah.
yeah,
Doctor Who.
yeah.
Stuffed crust or deep dish pizza?
Deep dish.
Okay. Vans or Chuck Taylors?
Bands.
Okay. This is the last one.
Okay.
The All-American Rejects or the Offspring?
The Offspring.
Yeah. I'd go with that too, I
They
think.
went to the same high school.
Then it has to be the Offspring. Well, that's it. You did it. You finished the podcast.
I'm
Now-
gonna miss you guys.
Well, we'll be friends forever. It's
Yeah, we're
okay.
friends forever now.
We are friends.
Oh.
We're connected. We're connected.
We'll send you some friendship bracelets in the mail, okay?
Okay.
I'll wear it forever.
You
Totally.
better.
I will. All right. Now now's your chance. You can let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you, and what's next.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna keep releasing those singles and those videos. And then this weekend on September 6th, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the Launch Pad. And then on the 7th in Durango, Colorado, we're at the Ska Brewing World Headquarters. And on October 26th, we're playing the Brouhaha at the Orange County Fairgrounds with Lit.
I saw that.
I did too. Yeah.
That's going to be fun. And then on December 7th, Orlando, Florida with Newfound Glory.
Now that is gonna be a great show.
Yeah. I love the Newfound Glory boys.
Yes.
Love 'em.
Yeah, me too. And I love that they asked us to do this show with them.
That's super exciting.
And then December 20th, Pioneer Town at Pappy and Harriet's. And then January 10th, Anaheim House of Blues, our yearly headlining show.
That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Got a bunch of fun stuff lined up.
Yeah.
And even more to come.
Even more to come. Lots more to come. Lots more shows coming for the new year. So
Yes. Can't wait.
me too.
Definitely if you guys end up somewhere near me in Texas, we'll definitely make
He'll
it
be
out.
there. He'll be there.
Yeah, I would
I'll
love
be there.
that to be. That would be really special.
Hell yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll keep an eye out. We'll keep in touch. We'll get our bracelets, our friendship bracelets made.
We'll bring the
make
top
this
taters.
act. We'll bring the top taters.
Best. Bring that top potato and throw it at me right on stage. I can't wait. Wait.
Well, Monique, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. This has been an incredible pleasure.
Aw.
And, this has been another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? We'll see you all on Monday.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you to those who already are. Please rate and review the show to help the show be found by new people. And if you're in the position to help us grow, head on over to our website where you can find merch, our Patreon, and other ways that you can help at www.unsignedpoppunk.com. Let us know in the comments who else you'd like to see on the show and what other content you would like to see. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.